Hey guys, it's J Rhymes here. Before we get started with this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. That would mean a lot. Please stay to the end of this video because I feel like I got a really good message to tell you guys. If you don't know me, now you do. My name is J Rhymes. Just like you are you, I am me. And just like I am me, you are you. Let's get started with this video because I got something to say. So, I feel like we got it all wrong. And you're like, what do you mean? I feel like we just got it all wrong. Like, my life has not been going the way I think I want it to go. I currently just lost my job. I ain't got no friends, no family members. Like, I am just going through it, bro. And this is where faith matters, bro. Like, this is where faith actually shows, like, do you really believe or do you not believe? You know what I mean? Sometimes you get hesitant. Like, even as, a strong believer that I am, I still, I'm human. I still get scared. I still get, I feel emotions. It's not like they just go away and I'm like, oh, gung-ho. Like, no, like, it's a challenge every day to have faith and keep the faith and to know that you're going to be okay when you don't see nobody around you helping you. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going through something like that, I apologize that people are not there for you, but just remember that God is always there for you and everything is happening for a reason. You know what I mean? And I was going through it and I was, feeling depressed for a while. So that's why I changed up my room and stuff. And today I just woke up thinking like, yo, like what if everything is ass backwards? Like, and it most likely is. Most of everything that they tell you is to stop you from becoming exactly who you're meant to be. You see what I'm saying? They tell you work a 9 to 5 and do this and do that, but then you become miserable and you start hurting people and you start to create karmic cycles and you start to do things that you never would done, because if you just focused on yourself and did the things that actually you enjoyed, you would be a better off person and you would help the collective and you would do so many great things. They stop you from your potential. They stop you from being great. And it's whether you believe it or not that actually implements that action. So if you believe that you need to work a 9 to 5 and you need to do this and you need to do that, then that's what you're going to do for the rest of your life. And then you're going to see you're going to see the consequences at the end. A lot of people are like, I wish I focused on my dreams. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. But you had the chance. You just believed the narrative of them telling you you couldn't do that. You see what I'm saying? My whole life, my mom had made me seem like, my music was embarrassing and this and that. Now people want to, actually make music with me and do things that, I'm happy for. You see what I'm saying? But it took a long time to get here, and it took a lot of friction between me and my family to really realize, like, I don't need them. You see what I'm saying? Because they're not, if they were really, loving, supporting and stuff, like, they would never try to stop me from, my dreams. Yes, you have to have a plan A and plan B and plan C, but the way life is going, the plan don't matter. Like, the plan actually don't matter. And I'm not trying to yell. I'm just really passionate because the plan is you putting yourself in a cage and then seeing if, you're going to get a miracle. Like, no. In order to get miracles, I'm not saying that you can't get a miracle through life, but in order to get miracles that you really want and to understand, like, you have, some type of control, you gotta let go of everything and you gotta start working in divine timing. Meaning, like, you gotta go for the things you love. And this is why I say it so passionately, because I'm not gonna stop doing what I want to do whenever I want to do it. Because in reality, these 9 to 5 jobs ain't making me happy. These people in my life are not making me happy. So why stay around somewhere where it's not making me happy and not getting no result? You know what that means? That's called insanity. When you do something over and over and over expecting a different result. Why are you going insane for people that don't even think about you? Why are you going insane for a job that will replace you in 2 years? Like, it literally, bro, I lost my job January 26th. They already have 2 new people working there. I promise you. They're not worried about me. And it's okay, because I don't want them to be worried about me. I'm not worried about them. You see what I'm saying? Yes, I don't know what my next move is and where my next obligation is, but I don't really care because I didn't like it anyway. My soul is like, yeah, it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? But when I think about my dreams and ambitions, to not be able to do them makes me nauseous. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that I could lose a job and it not make me sick, but to lose my passion, I'd be devastated. That's how you know what you need to focus on. The things that you can't live without. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know, especially like when you start loving somebody and stuff, and you really are loved, like you guys are really in love and the relationship is going good, whatever. You can't live without that person. It's the same thing with your passion. You cannot live without it, because you know why? Love. It's love. It's passion. It's emotions that are positive. You can't live without it. You see what I'm saying? They make you a better person. They make you your individuality. Not saying the person makes you, but the love that you feel makes you happy. You see what I'm saying? So these are the things that I really want you guys to tap into, because it's like, yeah, like life is not gonna go your way all the time, and that's fine. But try to make a plan in your head to figure out what the heck you want to do in this world. You guys can do anything. We can do anything. And the fact that they're lying to us, telling us that, we can't do this and we got to do it that way. That's why our parents were miserable. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that they didn't live a cool life, but they were miserable, bro. Let's be honest with ourselves, bro. And we're going down the same path, smoking, drinking, doing drugs, whatever. And we're going to realize, like, that's not worth it. Like, what is actually blocking me from myself? What is actually blocking me from my authentic self? And why do I feel like I need to smoke? Why do I feel like I need to drink? Why do I feel like I need to do drugs? Because I'm not happy. And now that you know and are aware that you're not happy, you got to figure out what is making you not happy, and actually take action into that change. And yes, it can be hard, bro. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. But one thing I know is when you figure it out, it's going to feel like a breath of fresh air, because at least you know now. You see what I'm saying? And you could walk towards that direction. You know what I mean? And so it's all about a choice. You know what I mean? They say, everything is a choice. And people are like, oh, no, we don't got a choice. We really do have a choice. Once you open your eyes to actually see a different perspective, we do have a choice. But the choice can feel daunting because we don't have control. You see what I'm saying? That control, the only thing we have control of is how we treat people, how we treat others, and how many dreams and ambitions we have. But your life is going to, be a roller coaster. It's always going to keep moving into directions you want to go, into directions you don't want to go, into meeting people you do want to meet, into not meeting people you wish you didn't meet. It's all a flow. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't have control of that flow, but the only thing we have control over is how we see that flow. So in reality, it's like, okay, yeah, we might have control over the flow, but we could see the flow as bad, and while we're flowing, we could just be like, yo, I hate my life and I hate this and I hate that, which I used to be a really pessimistic. A lot of people are, because they see things they don't like. They feel things they don't like. You see what I'm saying? But you could go into the flow like, yo, even though I don't have control, today is a good day. I'm grateful. And, I can't wait to see what God brings me. And, it's a choice. You see what I'm saying? It's a perspective. It's a thought process. The thought process is how you're going to get through that controlling factor, that flow state. You see what I'm saying? That journey. You know what I mean? You can make your life harder. You can make your life, a little better. You see what I'm saying? Just by keeping the faith. And I realized when I was young, the reason why I'm here today and the reason why I got here so far is because my younger self was really optimistic. My younger self liked to dream. My younger self had ambition. My younger self had an imagination. My younger self wasn't scared to do new things. My younger self was not scared to be their authentic self. You see what I'm saying? And so what changed that? People not believing in me, me believing them instead of God and myself. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about disposition and getting away from the noise. You see what I'm saying? All the lies that the devil and the enemy wants to portray to you is not true. You just can't unsee it because you actually believe it. But once you start training your mind to not believe it anymore, you will actually see your worth, and you will see your potential, and you'll see your growth, and you'll see what you actually want to do in this world. And it might scare you a little bit because you're gonna realize how far away you were from yourself, and how God got you right back, right on time. He was right there, right on time. You see what I'm saying? And so everything happens for a reason, and the reason why you're watching this is because I feel like you're in you might be in a situation where you're contemplating, you don't know what to do, you're not happy though, but you want to just get through life, but you're not really succeeding in life because you're not doing what you need to do in life. Bruh, I'm with you. All I'm trying to say is we gotta do this together, and we gotta go the direction that we're meant to be going, because it's not gonna work. You tried everything. It's not gonna work if you don't do what you're supposed to do for yourself. Nobody else. Not a girl, not a guy, not a sister, not a mother, not a brother. For you. If you like this video, please tap in. My name is Jay Rhymes. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I'm gonna be making more videos. I'm gonna be here. You know, I'm not working no more, so I'm getting my sleep schedule back intact. But thank you guys for watching. Please comment how you feel about this. Let me know what you guys aspire to be. Let me know if you resonate with this. And peace, love, and unity always. We only serve the Most High on this channel. So God, God, thank you for everything you have done. And let's keep growing, bro.